Hey, shalom, shalom. First thing and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory, honor that's due to Yahweh Bashimi, Yahweh Shai, Bashim Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings and salutations to the whole elect. News in the gospel, bro, lifting up the standard of Yahweh Bashimi, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. Coming back with the second part of the lesson from earlier. I had cut it short. I actually was at work when I was recording. So I'm trying to remember where I left off at because I was reading the article. All right, and this is from the Daily Beast. I can actually type the link in the description in case you brothers want to check out this particular article or, articles that's similar to this nature, because this is actually interesting. That going back to the title, it reads, DHS warned right-wing extremists could attack the power grid. So they're putting that notion of domestic tea in the news because they already radicalized certain groups, all right, with the BHI, which stands for the Black Hebrew Israelites. That's already been radicalized through Esau's what they call what do they call that shit, man? The Southern Poverty Law Center. Okay, they have a lot of groups on there: militia Christians, the so-called Black Hebrew Israelites, which were not black, by the way. Okay, black means to be void of light. Esau knows this, but he plays on words. Like you got the Black Panthers, the black militias, white supremacists. All these things are set up to put negative vibes of these groups in the news, and why all of them don't mean any well or mean any good. Nonetheless, this is a target attack towards the men of the Lord and the truth, because now through hearsay and witchcraft and pseudoscience and through the men's media, okay, he's able to get the minds of the people. He's able to enchant the people with the various lies and propaganda machines that he's spreading through the news. Okay, and I had a couple of scriptures I wanted to read, but anyway, going to this, it says DHS has been buckling down on its efforts to share more intelligence on violent extremism within the private sector and state local partners, according to Cohen. I read that already. But white supremacists expressed interest in wreaking havoc on the power grid if President Donald Trump were to use re-election in 2020. And like I said, you have what they call paid agitators. Okay, they pay these people to go in these cities, to send out these chain emails on their social medias, and to get other paid agitators and to get aggravants out of the people. All right. And then when they write the narrative, ultimately Esau publishes it and then he runs with it. OK, because that's what Esau does. He creates think tanks and he creates a narrative around people's emotions, and then people start to believe it. But nonetheless, when this does happen, you can expect none other than your local governments or your governments to be behind this. OK, I don't see any particular groups that's going to be behind this outside of your alphabet boys. OK, so keep that in mind, that the biggest the big T word, I'm going to say that, are basically your own government, man. They're the biggest perpetrators to humanity, is the people that rule over you, that make you pay taxes, that make you pay child support, alimony, that's taxing you to death, that's confining you into these deplorable situations. Those are the big perpetrators of humanity. The elite bankers, starting with the Rothschild family at the top of the pyramid. It says, in last year, 4 men with ties to radically motivated extremists were charged with conspiracy, which means with the spirit to damage the property of an energy facility in the United States after using assault-style rifles in an attempt to exploit the power substation. And like I said, when this happened, it's going to be based on an EMP strike. OK, because you're going to realize that when this thing happens, you're going to have a disruption of electronics, newer vehicles, planes. All right, because a lot of the newer planes now, they're EMP post-proof, so to speak, meaning they can survive an EMP because of the type of technology and the infrastructure and the exoskeletons that they suit with these new particular planes, man. OK, so they can survive, for the most part, EMPs, but those old planes and those old vehicles that's currently in circulation, they won't survive it. And you're going to have more damage, more, how can I say it, more physical damage or more property damage when it comes to these attacks, which proves that it's going to be something outside of the normal people can really fathom. hence the EMP. Because if you just knock down a power grid and you destroy it, I mean, it's just gonna disrupt light in particular power surges. But I don't see vehicles stopping behind that due to somebody blowing up a fucking grid. Okay, that comes from an electronic magnetic pulse, EMP. Okay, so Esau was lying through his teeth, but nonetheless, this is all to get this situation on because we're at the end of this man's kingdom. So blackouts are going to be a big thing, mainly in the wintertime too, okay? Because that's when, you need the power the most. It's during the time of the cold, all right? So it says, it says focus on encouraging lone wolf attacks as well as attempts to inspire individuals with little or no training to go out the electric infrastructure, including with firearms, improvise incendiary devices, hammers, and power saws. But when the Daily Beast contacted the DHS for a comment, a spokesperson said DHS regularly shares information with local governments and private sector partners, meaning that this particular thing is out there now. So the governments are already hip to it. All right. So nonetheless, man, let's go to the book of matter of fact, we're gonna go back to that Exodus the 10th chapter, but I'm gonna go to the book of Psalms. Okay, Psalms 58th chapter is good. Psalms 52 is an excellent chapter too. Psalms 53, all these are pretty good chapters. Okay, but I think 52 is pretty much to the point. Let's go to 58, then we can go to 64 because this gets to the point. All right, so this is the book of Psalms 58 and 2. It says, yeah, in heart ye work wickedness, ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. All right, because Esau, he's coming up with think tanks. He's coming up with foil heists. He has his CIA operatives, I ain't going to say KGB because that's Russian intelligence, but MI5, MI6, all these westernized intelligence agencies or counterintelligence that come up with these particular plans to pretty much offset society, to bring in order out of chaos, because it's all order out of chaos, man. Esau is a master of disaster. He's an agent of chaos. That's what he's created to do, to bring in more confusion, more chaos, so he can be justified on coming in and so-called save the day, which he adds more affliction than what he does good. That's why the scriptures say, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Okay, and the wicked rulership is currently in power as we speak, in the form of Edomite supremacy. Okay, and it says the wicked are estranged from the womb; they go astray as soon as they be born, both speaking lies. Okay, because they're a bunch of they are a race of deceivers, man. That's what the word devil means. Diablos or deceiver. That's what it means. He's the deceiver. It says their poison is like the poison of a serpent, and they're like the deaf adder that stoppeth their ear, which will not hearken unto the voice of charmers. Charm ye never so wisely, okay? Because, in Esau's mindset, he's not trying to hear the Most High. There's even a point in time that he said that the Most High don't see it this. Because the scriptures go into how he shoot in secret at the perfect, Psalms 10th chapter. He said nobody seeth this. But, the Most High see you, man. Okay? So this is the book of Psalm 64, and I'm going to start at verses 3, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot arrows, even bitter words, man. Right, because they're going to try to put a lot of these so-called domestic attacks. They're going to blame them on these regular militias, which the Constitution tell you that, you can actually form your own militia in case of government tyranny. So these Edomites, these so-called white supremacists, they're taking upon themselves to exercise their Second Amendment right, because they know that, the government is completely tyrannical. All right, but they're going to try to blame a lot of this shit on the men of the Lord too. And a lot of you Israelites are going to fall for the okie doke because you trust in Esau, Edom. That's why it reads here. It says that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Certainly they do shoot at him and fear not. Okay, because in their mindset, they're hiding. They're in bunkers. They pass certain legislation to disrupt your neighborhoods, to disrupt your education system, set up laws and drugs in your community, and you don't see who's doing it, but the government is behind it, but you can't pinpoint one particular man. All right, it says, and they encourage themselves in an evil matter, and they commune of laying snares privately, and they saying who should see them, right? And this is an evil matter, shutting down the power grid, but we understand it's all Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Okay, and this is going to be a very interesting thing when all hell break loose in America, because we're going to see that the leveling field or the playing field is even out. Okay, and the men of the Lord, we're going to have the advantage in that day because we're going to have the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai working through us and guiding us. All right. And it says here, they search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search, and both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep, right? The mindset. Meaning they go through stages and trial runs to test this shit. This is why you had what they call Operation Lockstep. This is why we are in DEFCON 3. This is why you have Agenda 21, Rex 84, Project Bluebeam, Jade Helm. All these things are diligent searches to push out that world or that plan of world domination. Hence the NWO, okay, which is not going to prevail, by the way. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is going to put a stop to it. Because, hey, if he didn't, then all life as we know would die on the planet Earth, including us. But the Lord said, he promised he would deliver us from this said thing. All right, so into the prophetic aspect of it, let's go to Exodus, the 10th chapter. And I got another precept after that, and I'm going to shut it down just quick to the point. Exodus 10, and I'm going to start at verses 20. It says, but Yahweh hardened Pharaoh's heart, so that he would not let the children of Israel go. And the Lord said unto Moses, stretch out thy hand towards heaven, that there may be darkness over the land of Egypt, even darkness which may be felt. Okay, because hey, this modern day Pharaoh is this common cracker, this Edomite. Okay, the devil. That's the modern day Pharaoh. He's not going to let us go. So Yahweh Shai is going to come and physically redeem us, physically take us out of this man's grip. All right, and restore the earth back into righteousness. And it reads here, and it says, darkness over the land of Egypt, even a darkness which may be felt, right? Because, hey, those spirit apparitions, and you can go into the details of this story in the book of Wisdom of Solomon 17 and I believe 18, 16 and 17, if I'm not mistaken, or the 18th chapter. It goes into a thorough breakdown of what happened in Egypt during those time. They was being plagued by spiritual apparitions, demons and ghosts. So when this happens, man, and it's not going to come back up. Like, you may have time that they're going to do little tests. You may have a blackout here for a couple of hours. Then it's going to lead to, half a day. Then 24 hours, you're going to be in a blackout. 2 days, then they may cut the grid back on, just to test the mindset and the fabric of the people. But eventually, this shit is going to be off for good. Okay? That's why people are buying generators. You got those military spotlights that sets up at checkpoints, etc. Because, hey, the lights are going to be going off for good. And then when the lights go off, then infrastructure fails. Then the sanitation systems fail. Okay, you can't work in the dark, especially when you don't have anything powering your commodes, But it says here, and Moses stretched forth his hand towards heaven, and there was a thick darkness in the land of Egypt 3 days. Okay, so hey, that thick darkness is going to go into those apparitions that the Most High is going to allow to jack you people up, man. Because when they say the freaks come out at night, hey, the freak's gonna come out at night, And it says here, and they saw not one another, neither rose any place for 3 days, but all the children of Israel had light in their dwelling places, man. Okay, and the only ones that's gonna have light is the hopeful elect. Okay, because you 2/3, you gonna get caught up in this shit, man. Like the whole Sakari this be, you was some wicked ass niggas, man. All right, and like Apostle Ramlab said, man, hey, I don't have love for none of you niggas, man. I don't have love for the leadership of your camp, period. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, all you niggas can eat a missile. And that's just how I feel. Because I've seen them guys, man. And they have a wicked spirit. They have a wicked countenance on them. And Alazar, that man is the fucking devil, man. You can see it all in his eyes that the nigga ain't right. Anybody that got some type of hope for this guy, man, hey man. Hey, I don't know, but the nigga is a demon. You can see it in his eyes. He ain't right. Like the scriptures go into the eyes of the windows to the soul. It don't word it verbatim like that, but the nigga is not right. None of them niggas are right. They have dark countenance on them. Okay, Deacon Hakah, that bald head nigga, them some carnal ass, wicked ass, evil ass men, and Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is gonna put both of them niggas to death in due time, man. And your judgment is gonna be made public. All right, and you other brothers in Sakari that may be sincere, hey, y'all got to get away from that. Start following them guys, because them guys are going to lead you straight to fucking destruction. Like they did 2,000 years ago during the time of Yahweh Shai, rising up against the Roman Empire. All right, but the leadership, you big Nick, man, the hell with your top leadership outside of Deacon Hakah and Sakari or Alazar, All you niggas are wicked, and the Most High is gonna destroy every last one of you, man. Okay, period. I don't see you repenting, and honestly, the Most High is fuck you niggas, man. All right, y'all gonna get caught up in this thing because you know what? This Jacob's trouble. The Lord ain't gonna come through and deliver you. He's gonna let you sit out here, and he's gonna let you eat the words you've been spewing. Okay, because there will be consequences for blasphemy, or not. I won't even say blasphemy, man. All right, we got another camp that do that, but for twisting the words of the Most High and leading followers astray and causing this division. Okay, which there will be divisions, but overall, man, you're sowing discord, man. And hey, the scriptures say the Most High said there be things he hate, a man that sow discord among the brethren, man. You know, trying to start a fucking civil war in Israel. And you got niggas that's following this guy. So, hey, may the Most High destroy them dudes, man. All right? But anyway, last precept here. This is the book of 2nd Esdras 15. And I'm going to start at verses 11. As a matter of fact, 10, it says, "But behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. And I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt." This Egypt is talking about America, Babylon the Great. Okay? "But I will bring them with a mighty hand and with a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. And the earth, it says, and the earth shall mourn, and the foundation of it should be smitten with the plague and the punishment that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai should bring upon it." I encourage you, brothers, to get into the book of Wisdom of Solomon. Let's see, 17, going into the darkness in Egypt, the apparitions. That was a very, very fucking heavy story, man. Verse 17 and 18 goes into it. You know, very good chapters, man. You brothers should meditate on that, because these are the times that we're coming into. You know, outside all this bickering, going at it with them fools, man. Hey, we got work to do. Fuck, look, them niggas want to scoff, let them, you know, but we going to keep pushing prophecy. And with that, all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And with that, shalom and a barber ball.